Alarming. Rishi Sunak condemned Boris's Plan B for letting UK hospitality on edge of bankruptcy. Rishi Sunak warned hotels, pubs and restaurants will go bust with no help. The Chancellor has been warned that if he fails to come up with a rescue package for the hospitality industry, scores of businesses will be facing bankruptcy because the government's latest COVID restrictions have created an unofficial lockdown. Industry leaders have lined up to demand help for pubs, restaurants and hotels after they saw festive trade disappear with cancelled holiday breaks and Christmas parties leading to massive losses and staff being laid off. The problems have been highlighted in an exclusive survey of rural pubs which has revealed that more than half of landlords believe they are likely to be forced out of business by COVID restrictions unless the government can come to their aid. Leading calls for action, Hannah Essex, co-executive director of the British Chamber of Commerce, claimed businesses will fail unless they are given support from the Treasury amid rising cases of the Omicron variant of coronavirus. Ms Essex gave an example of a museum in Surrey that had lost £80,000 this month already and a hotel in Swindon that was looking at a £400,000 loss. The last 20 months have been absolutely brutal for this sector. They were just starting to see things pick up, and this is the point at which we could see them fall over the edge, and will inevitably lead to job losses as well. It comes as Chancellor Rishi Sunak has met with representatives of the hospitality industry to discuss ways of bailing them out after losing out on one of the most profitable seasons of the year. The survey of 25 pubs across the UK found that just one had seen an increase in trade this year while 23 have seen it drop. Already 42% have been forced to lay off staff because of lost revenue and 54% are closing early. The survey found that 54% believed they were likely to go out of business next year unless restrictions are lifted or the Chancellor keeps his promise to help bail them out for lost business. 1 in 5 said they were very likely to go bust. Mo Metcalfe-Fisher of the Countryside Alliance said, "It's clear the situation pubs are facing is incredibly bleak, as many sadly face further cancellations and a loss in custom. The time to act is now. Urgent consideration should be given to supporting these businesses financially, so as to avoid future closures and job losses. Pubs form the backbone of communities up and down the country and we cannot risk losing them. In the meantime, please support your local pub this Christmas." After the rebellion of 101 Tory MPs against vaccine passports, Mr Sunak is also facing pressure from the backbenches to help out pubs and restaurants. Greg Smith, the Conservative MP for Buckingham, said, "Pubs and restaurants across my constituency are suffering, some with over 50% of bookings cancelled." Sage scientists today warned Boris Johnson's Plan B measures do not go far enough to protect the NHS from the current surge of the Omicron variant amid warnings that 50,000 NHS doctors, nurses and staff could be off sick with the variant by Christmas Day. Boris Johnson's scientists have warned of record hospitalizations from Omicron COVID unless stricter rules are introduced urgently. Sage scientists warned Plan B measures alone would not be enough to prevent the variant ravaging the NHS, and recommended closing indoor pubs and cancelling crowded events. It came amid warnings that 50,000 NHS doctors, nurses and staff could be off sick with the variant by Christmas Day. Labour warned the NHS faced collapse if the virus rips through the workforce. London Mayor Sadiq Khan on Saturday declared a major incident as the virus tore through the capital. The Prime Minister faced calls to recall Parliament this week, to debate tougher restrictions. But Mr Johnson is understood to be waiting for firmer data on the severity of the Omicron variant before deciding on stricter measures after Christmas. And a Cobra meeting, scheduled to take place yesterday to discuss financial assistance for businesses and contingency planning for vital public services brought to their knees by staff absences, was pushed forward and will now take place on Sunday.